Working as intended.
He is exceptionally something. Alright, I'm finally gonna reach maximum letter carrier level. And then we can work on even more side quests after this. Alright, what's going on? Qiqirn always pays his debts. The Deputy Postmoogle would have you deliver the undeliverable. My unfortunate assistant, I'm afraid that something rather awkward has come up and I'm going to have to drop it right in your lap. It's an urgent epistle from Bango Zango, Vice Chair of the Brugger Consortium. And Bango Zango must be returned. It was to be delivered to one Qiqirn, a Qiqirn who runs a trading post on the shores of Bronze Lake, but when I got there, Slippery Devil was nowhere to be found. To make matters worse, he neglected to leave a forwarding address, Kupo. I was going to break the news to Master Zango himself, but who am I to deny an up-and-coming delivery Lalafell such valuable experience? It's not often our service fails in the duty, so you'll have to be at your sycophantic best if he's to accept your apology. You'll find Master Zango just around the corner in the Octant. Good luck, Monica. The reputation of the Moogle delivery service rests on your shoulders. And you know, Deputy Postmoogle has letters from learned fellows. Today, my dear, this is a gift that keeps on giving. I've got letters today for a fellow who embodies that notion. Professor Lambertaint. He's an authority on Aether, known for his passionate absent-mindedness. I'm sure you've heard of him. Lately, everyone's talking about his theories. Now, such a renowned scholar has many students, and these letters come from his best and brightest. So he tasked my friends to deliver the mail to Lambertaint in Camp Drybone. Make sure to get it there promptly, as good postwoman should, Kupo. This guy's banging. Yes, I'm Bango Zango, second chair of the Brugger Consortium, and who are you to pray tell? If you have business with me, you'll need to make an appointment with my what? My letter's been returned to sender? Yes, here you go. Not known at this address. God damn it, I never should have trusted that double-dealing Qiqirn. The moment I threatened to call in his debts, blasted rat does a moonlight flit. Forgive my helpers, it's Qiqirn I'm angry with, not you. He's borrowed a sizable sum from the consortium, but he's fallen behind on his repayments. This letter was to be our final demand. Sad to say, it seems the wretch has taken the money and ran. It's a sorry state for a once shrewd trader to find himself in. He was the first to set up a trading post in Upper Lenosha after calamity, straddling the fence between everyone from the kobolds to the maelstrom and raking in a pretty packet from all sides. He ran with his brother Memoroon, but they had a falling out some years back, a disagreement about the direction of the business, or so they say. What are the reason it led to Memoroon striking on his own and setting up his own little trading post in Oakwood? They've been rivals ever since. Perhaps that's when the rot set in. Memoroon's fortunes have gone from strength to strength, but Qiqirn, well, it's the only thing he's gained in the past few years is an ever-increasing mountain of debt. I had every confidence he would turn it around, but it seems my faith was misplaced. And what faith it was he to default on this loan? It would have serious implications for the consortium's finances. I need you to do me a favor. Return to Upper Lenosha and call this rat for me. Mayhap his brother has some idea where he has scurried off to. Alright, let's go fly across the lake. So if you ever need to craft, there are these things that you used to only be able to find in dungeons. But there are two vendors here now that sell them. One of them is here. You can pretty much buy scavenger gear. This is what the dungeon gear used to be for your if you want to finish your crafting list. We're gonna get shipped to the other side here. Hello, Memoroon. Welcome, customer, welcome to shop in Memoroon's shop. Memoroon's brother causing bother, run away with shiny shinies. Memoroon know where Qiqirn go. Memoroon and Qiqirn always fight, never talk. Memoroon keep to Memoroon's side and keep away from Qiqirn's side. Memoroon worked for a long time in Qiqirn's shop. Long time ago, Memoroon spot good spot for new shop, but Qiqirn say he want to stay put in Qiqirn's shop spot. Move here, Memoroon said, but Qiqirn no want to hear and no want to move. Cross Qiqirn quarrel with Memoroon. Go away, he say. So away Memoroon go. Memoroon moved to new place and set up new setup. Never ever talk with Qiqirn ever since. Everyone cross with Qiqirn. Everyone think Qiqirn cross everyone. Qiqirn need help and helpful Memoroon help. Look in Qiqirn shop. Qiqirn leave shop, but maybe he leave hints and that hint where Qiqirn go. Alright, back to the other side. Bum bailiff. What's going on here? What's your business here, darling? Bango Zango sent you looking for a missing trader? And same here. Seems the consortium ain't taking no chance when it comes to tracking down this Qiqirn character. Let's say we work together then, lass. I put the shakes in the shopkeep over yonder already. He don't got a glimmer where the old boy's got to. Says his pile over here is Qiqirn's stash, but it ain't nothing but chocobo feed. Hardly worth filching when it comes down to it. Then I might have taken the loot with them, but the only thing that's missing is this here chest. According to yon shopkeep, we're not but a pile of Mamulja coinage, and that ain't worth its weight in shite anymore this side of the deep. Except in the Mamulja, that is. No rosy merchant touched that stuff with a 40-ounce barge pole, but chances are it's still some of value to the beast. Yeah, you don't reckon the rat bastard's gone off to hire himself a lizardman army, do ya? There's a band of the skilly buggers angling around northwards, but a Qiqirn's one thing and Mamulja's another. I ain't getting paid enough to go poking my nose in the lizard business. I'll back to Limbs and report to Zango. Don't you be getting yourself in any trouble now, lass. I just so happen to be kinda strong. I think I'll be fine. Is there gonna be purple stuff? I'll also help also help kill this thing. NPC's actually tanking. I think I need to refresh my dots. He'll be dead, right? He's gonna actually have to be dead, or does he just have to get low? Just low. Anyway, where is this bugger hiding? Oh, there he is. Hi, Qiqirn. Look, debt collector comes to collect Qiqirn's debts. Qiqirn give Mamoolja back the shiny shinies and good Mamoolja protect Qiqirn from bad collector, yes? Very well, Qiqirn, you have a deal. Mamoolja protect you from Smoothskin. Soldiers, cover our retreat. That wasn't even purple stuff. Actually, pull an extra. Alright, get back here, asshole. Aha. Hi, Captain. You seek Qiqirn collector? The pirate has him. Mamoolja make deal to protect Qiqirn from you and you alone. He say nothing about the pirate. You are not collector? Then Mamoolja work is done. Qiqirn make another bad deal. No wonder collectors are after him. Mamoolja make good deal. Qiqirn buy many items and pay fair price. But when we pay, Qiqirn say our money no good and ask for gil. Qiqirn want gil. He need to say so at the start. Remember, Mamoolja proud warriors, not mind readers. He want find Qiqirn. Speak with Rat Brother. Maybe he knows where the pirate take him. Alright, bye. Alright, let's head on across again. Remember where you bro at, do you know? Qiqirn did deal with Mamoolja and got Mamoolja shiny shinies, but Mamoolja shinies no good to pay back his back payments? Oh no, Qiqirn collected by collector? The collector a pirate collector, and pirate collectors deter debtors by barreling them in barrels and jettisoning them from jetties. Got to stop Qiqirn getting launched in the lake. Go to Qiqirn's shop and stop freebooter booting Qiqirn into the wet water. Memoruin got arrangements to arrange, but see you there soon. Alright, head back and watch a cutscene of him getting jettisoned. Kinda wanna see him get launched. Whimpering barrel. Well, playing me old darling. Here, lass. Lucky lass finally got me mitts on this shirking wretch, and he's about to take the plunge. Seemed to be making merry with Mamoolja, but he never counted on him trying to lumber him with the old dodgy Luca, and you can't pay your debts with lizard coin, can you, Qiqirn? Poor bugger ain't a bad sort, really. Should have just been a bit more careful drawing up his deals with the beastmen. But good intentions don't count for shite in this business. Default is default, and a bailiff's got to do what a bailiff's got to do. I thought I washed my hands of the pirate life when I went into the collecting racket, but the old ways still come in handy. They pays me a pretty penny to give those as bilked their lenders the old heave-ho pirate style, bung him in a barrel and sling him in the briny. Stop, Memoruin give you shinies, many shinies to repay repayments. Here, what's with the hubbub, Whiskers? Are you saying you'll pay off Qiqirn's debts for him? Have some gil. Well, blow me down. There's enough gil here to drag down a galleon. Aye, this'll cover what the construction is after, alright. That's an end to that, then. Time to let the rat out of the barrel. Alright, did you learn your lesson? Now you work for Memoruin for the rest of your life. Qiqirn no speak to Memoruin for a long time. Memoruin paid Qiqirn's debt. Qiqirn not worthy Memoruin. Nothing to give in return. Nothing but Qiqirn shop. Qiqirn shop no more. Qiqirn shop, Memoruin shop now. No, Memoruin take Qiqirn shop. Qiqirn keep dealing deals and pay Memoruin back bit by bit. Here, ain't you looking to get your hands on his trading post? I thought you Qiqirns was all cutthroat when it came to business. If you had his plot, you'd have the whole of Up Nosha under your thumb. And there ain't nothing like a monopoly to push up prices. No, Memoruin no want Qiqirn shop. Memoruin just want to help. Why Qiqirn no ask helpful Memoruin for helpful help? Qiqirn could no face showing Memoruin his face. Good Memoruin suggest, but ignorant Qiqirn ignore proposals and propose Memoruin go away. Qiqirn wrong to wrong Memoruin, but feel bad feelings ever since. Qiqirn no wrong. Qiqirn and Memoruin differ because Qiqirn and Memoruin different. Good Qiqirn stand up for long-standing customers. Good Memoruin like to look for a likely place to find new customers. Different ways of working, but both ways can work. Ah, so that's how it is. You were stuck on staying put because you didn't want to leave your old customers in the lurch, eh? But while your brother's new post starts rolling, picking up all the new custom off the western road, your old faithful let you down. Only takes a few big money deals to go south, and before you know it, you ain't got a pot to piss in. It's a sorry tale, to be sure. Memoruin only set up new shop to show Memoruin as good a trader as good trader Qiqirn. If Qiqirn were not there to motivate Memoruin got no motivation. And Qiqirn will always be Memoruin's unrivaled rival. Do you hear that, Qiqirn? Your little brother don't have set store on you, and what better way is there to thank him for saving your hide than bringing your business back to speed? Just remember to get him to pay you in Gil next time. Qiqirn got tears and teary eyes. Qiqirn agrees to agreement. Qiqirn deal better deals and get the better of Memorin. Not as bad enemies, but good rivals. And that's what I call a deal, and with both of you backing up the other, I reckon there's no way this one will fall through. Go on then, lads, get back to your post, drop your plans, and show Lenosha what you've got. Brothers! Hooray! Did it! Gain another level! Gain another level? Question mark? Question mark. Your reputation as a letter carrier has grown. Alright, more letters. Off to the dry bone. Down underneath the hill here. Somewhere. Aha! Hello, researcher. Good to see you again. We've met, you say? Are you certain about— Yes, so we have. As part of the, what is it, Garuda quest? Perhaps telling me why you've come all will refresh my memory. Anyways, all these. I've been expecting these. I still can't quite remember you, but you have my thanks all the same. I mean, it's been 100 years since I've last seen you, so there's no— not blaming you. Can't blame you for that. So all three will attend this symposium. Excellent. I expect the reply sooner, but better late than never. Excuse me, I've gotten ahead of myself. The symposium I speak of is a biannual event that I organize for my students. We gather under one roof to share our research and critique others constructively, of course. Perchance you are familiar with aspect conversion. 'Tis a theory I but recently published with the aid of an adventurer much like you, come to think of it. Anyway, the focus of the symposium shall be post-aspect conversion. Speaking of which, the hour is near upon us, though it seems my pupils have yet to arrive. Oh well, there are papers I can attend to while I wait. Since you have proven yourself to be an able courier, would you mind taking these flowers to the tavern for me? 'Tis the venue for the symposium, and I fear at once for decoration. Is John Cena gonna come by? There's also your Lalafell student from Highbridge, right? Lovely flowers. Cutscene? Yes, cutscene. They gonna remember who I am? You're still here? I must have finished more quickly than I realized. Though to do things so swiftly and well is only natural for a mind like mine. Where are my students? It's strange for them to be so late, and what of my big surprise? I present the original 4 volumes of my list work on the properties of aspect conversion. I intend to bequeath them to my students as thanks for their assistance, once they arrive anyway. Where do they be? They're not here yet. Just sulking. They're awfully tardy. Perhaps I shall retire to my chambers for the time being. Well, I suppose you're free to go, but if you venture outside Camp Drama, would you keep your eyes open for my pupil? I'm sure they are fine, but I worry all the same. Alright, bye. Aw, sad music. Alright, did they get lost? Are we gonna seek them out? Where do they be? Where are they? Where are they? You see neither hide nor hair of the students. At least you're not as crazy as that bitch in the shroud. The one where I'm assistant number like 693. Have you seen any sign of my students outside of the camp? Nope. Nothing at all? I'm supposed to be with the research. So busy they forgot, that they forgot to tell me. The symposium is hereby cancelled. My pupils will have to wait for their... Yeah, it's the books. I left them in the tavern. This is also could you treat them for me? I require a moment. I'm so sad. Alright, now what's going on here? Hi guys. Do you mind if I lead? 'Tis the adventurer who came in search of corrupted crystals. Of the countless taverns throughout the realm that we would cross path here. Tell me, Monica, what brings you to this place? Yep, John Cena. Someone's been cancelled on account of our absence. Whatever for, it's to be held tomorrow, not today. Idiot! Evidently, the professor mixed up the date, hence why he fears we have forgotten all about it. He's gonna be ever so slightly scatterbrained, though a genius when it comes to ethereal studies. As if worse hasn't been said of us. People would still think us lunatics had we not come to study under the professor. Whatever his failings, none of us would be where we are without him. I say to surprise him with a gift of our own, something to show our thanks for all he has done and to commemorate his latest publication. And I think we all know what would make the perfect gift. Corrupted crystals! How fine idea if I do say myself. Can we count on you to help as well? I must return to Highbridge and prepare a container to store the crystals. You may come and collect it anon. Alright. I'm back. Tis high time you arrived to complete my preparations a long while ago. We see crystals marred by nary a single mark. Make your way to the center of the burning wall where stands the finest of formations. Here's a sledgehammer you can use to fracture its cluster once there. And here a warded pot. Collect within it shards of crystal and deliver the lot to Sienna. Simple, is it not? I trust you're aware that the nearest path to the burning wall begins at Burgundy Falls. Then I bid you merry mining. I'll just fly there. It's like, pretty sure when the quest came out there was no flight here. Alright, which crystal am I smashing? This one. Alright, smash. Smash? Nope. Alright, and put it in the pot. Alright, and then back to Highbridge? No. Oh yeah, I've got to go see John Cena. Don't feel like flying all the way back. Is it meeting time? I think it's meeting time. Welcome back. Did the Mirror Knights give you any trouble? No, because they can't see me at this level. Alright. Aha, an exquisite pot full of corrupted crystals, if ever I saw one. Alright, now go get your teacher. Everything seems in order. I shall summon the professor for a surprise. Hello. Ahem, what surprise, pray tell? If it was for the symposium, I'm afraid you're too late. Professor Taint. And you, postwoman, did you ever intend to return with what I asked? Why, I ought to... Hold on a moment, Professor. You forgot that the symposium starts tomorrow. Huh? We know you can be a bit taboo, but above all else, we beg you remember. No student ever skips a symposium. Voila, Corrupted Crystals celebrate your latest publication to express our gratitude for your constant support. Ah, so that's what you three have been doing. I hardly know whether to laugh or to cry. Just so happens I prepared something for each of you as well. On the proper aspect, conversion would not exist were it not for you all, and so I thought to divide the volumes between the four of us. The set would be complete whenever we meet. Your questions, your contributions, your very presence drives me onwards, as quickly as a corrupted crystal can change aspects. It matters not where research takes us so long as we are of one mind and one purpose. And why don't we meet 4 times here instead of 2? It would be a pleasure to hear your papers more often and to present mine own, of course. I must say I'm quite eager to begin experimenting with these crystals. You didn't go to too much trouble obtaining them, did you? Not at all. Monica was out of the dangerous task for the second time coming to think of it. Didn't her efforts serve as inspiration for your research before? Ah, I knew I had seen you before. Well, no longer shall your contribution go unrecognized. Professor Lambertain hereby named thee an honorary pupil. Now, my friends, to work. The unsolved mysteries of Aether are waiting to be unraveled. Hooray! Alright, get some random crystals. I'm always okay with crystals because crafting stuff. Can always use extra crystals. Level up, question mark? Is there a request where you have to actually get these volumes from these guys again? Anyways, back to Limsa. Pick up more leveling quests. Carrier level 22. 25 is the max, I think. So I'm probably going to have 2 quests here and then 1 more to finish it off. Hello, Postmoogle's quizzical brow suggests he has an unusual delivery for you. I guess it's just 1. Look how you've come not a moment too soon. I have a letter addressed to Landon over in Camp Tranquil that wants for immediate delivery. I hope he is inclined to send a reply, though, because there's no return address to be seen. But one task at a time, Kubo. First of all, we, and by that I mean you, must see the letter safely to Landonell's hands. I must warn you, though, rumor has a good captain of the 6th Spear has been acting strange of late. Perhaps this letter has something to do with it. At any rate, best not to keep him waiting. Now off you go, Kupo. Hi, Landonell. Monica, it's been too long since gallivanting about on endless adventures, I shouldn't doubt. Ah, what I wouldn't give to be doing the same. But enough about my suppressed desires. What business brings you here? I've got this. Is it something bad? Well, if we hear this cannot be. It's an invitation from Wastegate to a memorial service for the commander of the Company of Heroes. The commander went missing some 5 years ago, shortly before the calamity. As if in anticipation of his disappearance, he disbanded the company and sent us all our separate ways. It was also sudden, we knew not what to make of it at the time. Some believed he feared for the lives that would be lost at the hands of primals. Others believed he was convinced the calamity would mean our end, and dismissed us that we might enjoy what little time remained. His final request was that, wherever life should lead us next, we live up to the words of our company creed. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. To that end, I returned here to Gridania and joined the Wood Whalers. I've done my best to honor that promise, but truth be told, I was never truly happy in my post. Often did I dream of fighting at my commander's side once more, and so I've decided to resign from the Wood Whalers. Indeed, I have already made my decision known to my superior, but await an official discharge. Once released from my post, I intended to search for the commander with Wastegate, with whom I had been in contact about my plans, but now this letter arrives with talk of a memorial service. I simply cannot believe it. There was no one stronger, more resourceful. What is more, Wastegate himself agreed to help me find the commander. Why would he do this if he knew that the man had died? Whatever the hell is going on, I will get to the bottom of it. I will go to Wastegate and demand an explanation. Depending on what he says, former counter, I may well spit the bastard on my lance. You'd best be on hand when I talk to him, Venture, lest I do something I may regret. I shall make my way to Costa del Sol as soon as the matter of my resignation is settled. Pray join me there. I shan't approach Wastegate until you have arrived. Skate. Alright, over to vacation land. Hello. Hi, guys. Good finally, and now we can get down to business. You agreed to help me search for the commander, but then you send me this invitation. What is the meaning of this? Captain Wastegate of the company of requests the honor of your presence in the memorial service for... Is this some crude joke? I'm sorry, Lionel, but I've heard no news of the commander, let alone his passing. I certainly have no plans of holding service for him. I'm as baffled as you are by the letter. I should like to know who penned it. I see. I'm relieved to hear that you had no part in this absurdity. A great many mysteries yet remain, to be sure, but so long as we can find the commander, I shan't bestir myself over them. I trust I can rely on your aid then, old friend? With the commander back at the helm, the company heroes shall be reunited once more, and good riddance to my tedious life as a wood whaler. I believe I have an inkling as to Cinder's identity and intent. Knowing this, I cannot in good conscience help you in your search. I'm sorry, my friend. What? This is not what we agreed upon. The letter of the moral service. What do they matter if we know them to be false? You said you'd help me. You can't simply go back on your words, goddamn you. Oh, he's getting ready. You bastard hells take you in your thrice damned lies. Calm down. I know full well skewering Whiskey won't get me any closer to finding commander, but... Look, Landon, I understand your zealous finding commander. However, I must remind you of your promise to him. You will never live up to your word at chasing after shadows of the past. My promise does not preclude me from searching for the commander. If you will not help me, I will simply find someone who will. Alright, bye. It's as though he's referred to his old savage self. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised the commander was as a father to him. Truth be told, Lionel's real father was a criminal, and so the story goes. Sad, really. He was just a child, and yet the townsfolk assumed the worst of him. For the sins of his father, you could say, his poor mother reached the end of her tether. At least that's what they said when they found her hanging from the rafters. That's dark. Lionel was not completely alone, though. He became fast friends with Ywain, now master of the Lancers Guild in Gridania. They were nigh inseparable back then, but the townsfolk's disdain for Lionel did not cease, and he feared their ire would soon turn him towards Ywain. Rather than risk the well-being of his dear friend, Lionel abandoned what little remained of his world. Lionel was convinced the world hated him. He returned the feeling in kind. He'd become a monster. That is until he met the commander and was taken in by the company. I don't think what would have happened had they never crossed paths. It was not an easy feat, to be sure, but the commander helped Lionel set aside the anger that had taken control of his life. It was Lionel's love and respect for his commander that brought him peace, but that self-same love may cost him everything he has achieved. The man who wrote that letter suspected as much, and he used this ruse of a memorial service to bring Lionel to me. But I fear he is not like to understand why that letter was sent to him. I realize you were only entrusted with a simple delivery, but it would mean a lot to me if you could keep an eye on him. If he seems to be losing weight, please give him a gentle reminder of our company motto. Knowing him, he will next go to Wineport. Whenever he is in trouble, he would always seek out Shamani for advice. Godspeed, friend. Make sure he doesn't hurt himself or anyone else for that matter. Is this the liquor Lalafell? Is he going to be whining to him? Hi, guys. I simply don't understand, Shamani. How could Wastegate put aside our search like that? Does he no longer care for the commander? No longer care. I must disagree. Choosing not to search the commander and not caring for him are two rather different things. Then what was the so-called memorial service? Wastegate seemed willing enough to help me, but when he read the letter, whoever sent the accursed thing wants us to give up the search. I suspect your meeting with Wastegate is what the sender had intended. Like as not, your coming here was also anticipated. From everything you've told me, it's clear the man who penned this letter cares a great deal about you, and understands you quite well to know you would come to us. Who in the seven hells will be worried about the likes of me? Wastegate said he suspected who delivered the missive, but I haven't the faintest idea. It sounds me to hear you say that. We may have gone our separate ways, but in our hearts we are still all of us brothers. Now tell me, who of our members cared most for you? Who was always there to offer you a guiding hand? Why, that could only be the commander. Precisely, and it was out of his desire to see you move forward that he sent the letter to you. Contrary to what it seems, the commander is alive and well, and even now he watches over you. That, I believe, was the message he wished to convey. I got tired of these games. If he's still alive as they say, where in the seven hells is he? Remember, the duty of the strong is to protect the weak. So I would ever forget our company words. The commander taught them to me when I first met him. To this day, I remember that moment vividly. We were standing atop the point overlooking... Costa del Sol, if the commander had meant to verify whether I sought a whiskey after receiving his letter, this is where he would have been. The odds are slim, I'll admit, but it's the best chance I have of finding him. I must make haste. I wasn't quite finished with truth, but I suppose it cannot be helped. The commander meant that much to him. From wielding a spear to living an honorable life, Landon still learned all he knows from the commander. Naught gave Landon greater joy than to meet the commander's expectation, and he went on to distinguish himself among our ranks. After disbanding the company, I believe that the commander continued to watch over Landon, and upon seeing his growing discontent, he decided to take action and sent the letter. Bye, Chocobo! The road has been bumpy, but Landon has finally arrived at the truth, but the final leg of his journey remains, and I shall be grateful for you to accompany him. Oh, going all the way back over here. What's going on up here? I might have known you would have come as well. Behold, my friend, this spear belongs to the commander. Alas, the man himself is nowhere to be seen. Why does he refuse to meet me? Because you are not ready, and by now you ought to know the reason why. It took me long enough, but I think I begin to understand now. As he would always tell us, the duty of the strongest to protect the weak. He wanted us to venture out into the realm and live up to those words, each in his own way. Like you, Weisuke, you were a mercenary of unquestionable renown. The world was yours for the taking, and you chose to stand as the humble protector of Costa del Sol and all who can't call her home. Shimani had a hand in revitalizing the Bacchus wine industry, and both Wad and Brayflox have become leaders among their people. Wad, he's a rather Wad person. We serve their own better as individuals than as a single entity. That is why the commander disbanded our company. Though I never forgot our words, I did not understand them fully until now. Instead of doing my best as a woodwhale, I had my head into the clouds, dreaming of return to the glory days of old. We did much good for the realm, and had the time of our lives in the process, but it was past time for us to pass the torch, and the torch, you must agree, has been taken up by a most worthy individual. There was no further need of the company of heroes. The commander believes thus, and I agree with his assessment. That is why I chose not to search for him. And neither shall I anymore. As you said, Weisuke, I am not ready or worthy to face the commander. What a fool I've been of all these years. There's much to be done if I'm to make up for lost time. Commander, if you're watching, you need worry about me no longer. I will live up to our words and do you proud. This I swear. Your journeys take you far and wide, I believe. Should you ever happen to cross past the commander, please see it to it that he knows my mind. Hooray! Take some money, get more letter carrier levels. Level up, question mark? Why am I crooked? I feel like I'm not standing on that properly. Oh, for some reason the prerequisite for the next set of Moogle quests is doing some of the Hildebrand quests. Alright, game. Guess that just means there's some characters involved between the quest lines. Oh well, if you insist. No acquaintance of Wyman is at wit's end and the businessman would have you help her. Hey, you've been busy as a bee. Seems half the whispers that come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investing in some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, have you ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? Oh shit, here we go. Yes, I have, actually. Let me see, knew the bugger? I know he thought himself famous, but thinking it doesn't make it true. Shimmy had to go and get himself killed, all that nonsense about stopping Dalamut himself. What in seven hells was he thinking? At least it was mercifully quick. Still, judging from the depths of the crater, he must have fallen from an unfathomable height. Gods only know what was going through his mind as he watched the ground rush up to meet him. Shudder. Amazing how well the body was preserved, though. Hells, it's amazing there was a body left to bury at all. I had reason to bring this up. Alright, so Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte, so if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lend her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildebrand's grave in the lich yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Alright, let the shenanigans begin. Hello! What's going on here? Oh, if only you're still alive, Inspector. You know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me? Sure, I'll help. Oh, but around my manners, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Erosian hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on Inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... Alright, let's see what kind of shenanigan visions we're going to watch now. This is all a joke, a big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Beloved son. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildebrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, National Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. Completely necessary. So to myself, well, naturally, there must be a leader, a head zombie, who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Fortunately, I know where he is or how to find him, but now that you're here, my fellow citizen, you can try one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where those dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them, and then you, you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that should work. Alright, let's go do this fate. This fate is pretty much up all the time. So I'm guessing that when I get here, it's not going to be up. Oh no, it's up. Quick, beat up zombies. This music, though. A little tweak at the end. Right, Chocobo. We need shenanigan battle music, too. Triple. I'll get fucked. Shenanigan battle music. They're just posing. Murder zombies. Just a couple zombies left. This is the one in the face where we have to kill exactly the enemies that are there. We did it! Hooray! Curious parchment. I'm back, Nashu. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me, you'll see. So anyway, what did you learn? This. Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sagoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is, rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter, let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward! All the way down here. Oh, there's a quest I forgot to do. Level 47. Zombies are people too? Alright, what's going on over here? We need a cutscene, right? No? I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I would say we call it out to them and let them know we come in peace. When the leader shows himself, we strike. I'll go with the a gentleman is rather than does. Alright, here comes the grand glorious leader. Who summons the gentle dead man? Zombies! They live, and we hunger! My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. An idiot alert. That's some balance. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. Bye, guys. Nice jump, idiot. It is you, really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. When do we get voice cutscenes with him? Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You are not an Undead Overlord, you are a Gentleman Inspector. Inspector Overlord, Inspector Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused though. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into you, that noggin of yours. Oh boy, bomb time. Stay your hand, my lady. You know not what you do. Zombiebrand. Even if were the esteemed gentlemen you purport me to be, the concussive force blast is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing to the ground made you forget, then explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge this plan will result in my... Here you go. Death. Oh no! Big smile at the end. Did that help? Still alive. Normally I'd applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Perturbed gentleman. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. I'll remember for you. Even though my hand clips through my hat. Bye, sad Nashu. I'm not dead yet. Nice flower. Such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place, and for that matter, who am I? Zombies. Best friends. Alright, we got the best zombie leader ever. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. Who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears is dizziness. Could it be a case? Uh-oh. More shenanigans. Alright, now we got going on. A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildebrand from his true calling. Well, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantity sands, unbearable heat. Aha, the Sigoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it, which means Ulda is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could be so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Bye. Alright, what the heck is going on down here? From Hab. Hab the zombie just wants some love? Oh, I'm sorry, I suppose you don't speak Zomblish. You have to forgive me, I've been feeling awfully depressed of late. Why shouldn't I, with what you and your friends always trying to hack me limb from limb? Why, it's as if my rotting, malodorous flesh and propensity for snacking adventurer brains has made me some sort of a pariah. The only ones who ever treated me with any decency were my Sabotender friends, and I haven't seen them in ages. My best friend among them was spirited away when we were strolling through the Shroud. I do hope he's safe. Hasn't been going all the way to the Shroud? Hi, Sabotendrick. Exclamation mark. Bye. Is that all I had to do? It's gonna send me off to find another friend? Ah, there's your Sabotender friend. My dear friend Sabotendrick just returned. It was you who found him? Why, you must be the kindest adventurer I've ever met. I promise I won't eat your brains unless you're the last adventurer in Erosia. I'm sick of trying my other Sabotender friends as well. Sabotendrick disappeared while we were on an excursion to Lanosia. Do you think it's my body odor? Travel the world. Hi, Sabotendred. Exclamation mark. Just washing. Alright, back to Hab. Alright, and then gather one friend from... Sabotender returned just moments ago. He showed me that he merely got lost and I smelled just fine. At least that's what I think he meant to say. Not only Sabotendale, he was always shy, retiring tight. He was relaxing his favorite paw when I was stolen away by a band of Melja brigands. Could you find it for me? Oh, and take this fire sand just in case he's stuck inside. It's probably around here, right? In Thanolin? Because the record skewed, one from Lenosha, one from the Shroud. Alright, where is he hiding? Where is this odd pot? Somewhere on the bottom area? Ah, there it is. Blow it up with my chocobo. Hello! And lots of exclamation marks. Alright, all the friends have gathered. Wait, where'd they all go? Sabotender came back, then left just quickly to go home with his brother. Said that the winds of Thanlan are calling him home, or at least that's what I think he said. That's why he's to have a family. Mine's long dead. Dead, not undead like me. Still, just knowing that I have friends in this vast, lonely world is enough for me. Or I suppose I can even call you a friend, too. You don't mind my odor, do you? Alright. Thanks for the minion. Cactuar cutting. Take care not to suffer 1,000 damage. Alright, let's go investigate over here. Hello, Agnes. Beg your pardon, you wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril? I do not consort with perverts. Hi, Silver Nettle. I'm looking for a half-naked Highlander who likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you manage to find the suspected friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. My mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day, that bastard. Hey, oh, sorry, last, but if there's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard about are about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear. When you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Hi, Wymond. I'm back. Took care of a kitty friend. I think you dealt with that zombie problem, so do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! That almighty bugger me with the bleeding spear, the dead rising and there walking the streets of Ulda. Rithal almighty. No need for melodrama, good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie, I checked. You do seem to be healthy, which begs the question, how in the 7 hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence when matters that Erosia's champion has returned and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice? Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I'll make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden once said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well. The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why wasn't the lady from the Sagoli? A serendipitous counter indeed, unless you two seek the belligerent duelist. Capital would be invigorating to investigate in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Alright, bye. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the last's name yet. Alright, the start of a dumb quest line. I think the first quest there should open up the last of the Postmoogles. That's what I read the prerequisite was. Oh yeah, there they are. The Postmoogle's fluttering seems more frantic than usual. Random carnation. Dear me, fine mess is a fine mess indeed, Kupo. Kupo, I didn't notice you there. I was too preoccupied with living a Postmoogle's worst nightmare. I have a letter with an unreadable address. All I can make out are the words Mond and Ulda. The rest is illegible squiggles. Who could it be? Climond, no, maybe Bymond or Frymond. Oh, of course, Wymond. Yes, Wymond, the Solidness information monger. Now, single doubt about it, my sons. Wymond and Ulda is our recipient. Now, take this letter to him. I believe it can be found on Emerald Avenue most days. I'll rest easy knowing it's in your experienced hands, Kupo. I was just talking to him. Back already. And my veteran friend is the postwoman today. Can't say I was expecting mail, though. Well, you've got mail. We have your daughter. Demands behind shack at Copperbell. Obey or she dies. The Purple Haze. Huh. 'Tis a ransom note for Raymond. What do you mean to me? I ain't Raymond, you fool. And I can't very well look the other way, can I? Of course, it'd be the goddamn Purple Haze. Cruel sense of humor fate's God, making me remember what I've worked to forget. They're a gang of coops who'd do a newborn babe for the right price. Thought they got thrown in the clink before the calamity. If they're at large again, they've got to stop them. My home plus your blunder makes it we. So I'll thank you to get their demands from Copperbell. All right, behind the shack, list of demands. What's going on here? Oh, I'm back to Wymond. Wymond. All right, any idea what's going? Nice timing. I just got back myself from living the bad tidings to Raymond and his wife. Good folk hit by bad fortune, those two. Had to stop them from calling in the brass blades, though. They'd only force the Haze's hand and get the girl killed. Took a lot of promises, but they've trusted her life to me. That's how it stands on my end. You got the ransom demands? Here you go. Well, what are they asking for? Here's demand the deed to Raymond's land, or the ceruleum beneath it, more like. Secure the mineral rights and live as kings. Clever, too clever. I've got a sneaking suspicion the gang's acting as the brawn of some corrupt merchant, but they'll succeed over my dead body. Before I get you involved, there's something you ought to know. I used to be part of the Purple Haze. Surprise! I was one of the bastards' blackmail, extortion, confidence tricks. If it was a far cry from lawful, I had a hand in it. Those are black days, and I'd still be lost in the dark, if not long dead, had it not been for her, a flower girl named Mirtha, who used to stand at this very spot. Buying one of her roses turned into my daily routine just to hear her say, "Thank you kindly, Mr. Wymond." Not once did she get my name right, but seeing that innocent smile made me see goodness in the realm. But then the Haze silences this one bloke. He was a good upstanding type who'd informed on the gang. Brave man's sacrifice should have made for a happy ending, but that informer was Mirtha's brother. And she just vanished. Never saw her smiling face again after that day. Not once. Ain't easy to talk about even after all these years. Any road was a push I needed to leave the criminal life. I sang like a canary to the most famous detective I could find, Hildebrand. But he took me for the dead man. Went around all the telling anyone who'd listen I was a righteous monger of information. Soon enough, all the Haze were behind bars. I'd gotten my new chapter, but had nothing else to my name. So I stepped into the murdered bloke's life and rode the rumors to where I am today. Come think of it, though, where in the hells are that Hildy and Nashu? Even that prized pair would have gotten wind of this kidnapping. Well, my point is that I ain't standing by while scum threatens a little girl's life. Can I count on you help saving her? Sure. Good, because just happens I've got a scheme that needs two bodies. The way I see it, the Haze will disperse if we snuff out the mastermind, but this merchant's too smart to be caught within a mom of the gang, so we'll just need a trap so large you can't see it coming. The market itself. Chris just start a few rumors and make him seem true. Make your way to Cesaroga at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange and get his attention with this banknote. Tell him you're working for a wealthy fellow who wants to buy as much cerulean as he can with the guild promised on that paper. Then actually buy a boatload of fuel from whoever Cesaroga introduces. You mark my words, Monica, those villains are gonna cruise stumbling back into my life. So yes, it does intersect with the Hildy quests. Hello. Adventure, what do you want? A purveyor of cerulean, you say? An expensive request. Do you have the funds to back it? Banknote. My dear lady, how came you by such great riches? Your employer's money, eh? Well, allow me to assure you that you're speaking with the right person. Single, the fellow over yonder, will be happy to provide all cerulean you desire, and let us not forget to thank the finder. Your sudden interest, however, gives credence to today's rumors that a certain engineer's groundbreaking invention will send the demand for cerulean soaring. Yes, it's perhaps time that I purchase cerulean features myself. What I could do for Mistress Momody with... but I have said too much. Somebody else is in love with that Lalafell. Anyway, this guy's the goat. Welcome, welcome. What might it... Cerulean, of course. Are you interested in current stocks or futures? And what do you have to spend? This much. Gods be good, in all my days no one has ever placed so large an order. It is your money, yes? If you're tied up in something shady, then there can be no deal. I see. Well, if this employer of yours is legitimate, I'll be happy to assist you. And let me say, he has impeccable timing. What I mean? Why, just that the market has been full of rumors lately about Garland Ironworks. The rumors that those engineers found a way to craft airships for a fraction of the cost. Vessels will soon fill the skies, and the prices really will soar. If this is true, cerulean will become the most desirable of commodities, and with the amount he's willing to spend, I dare say your employer knows a thing or two we don't. But this is another time for talk. Here is your cerulean futures contract. I'll make good on it, or my name isn't Sintgoat. Alright, back to solving this mystery. This is the grand mystery episode. Here's this is going to introduce you to Sintgoat. Do you have the futures contract to show for your dealings with him? Why, yes, I do. Here you go. I you said the price of cerulean is so high as an airship. It was me who started those rumors, but they look real now that you've placed that order. Holding the future contract for now, 'tis the very bait we need to lure the mastermind into the open. No doubt he's heard how you slipped into the markets. That's like to vex him, and as is the news that he's got himself a real rival businessman with a real adept underling. And how do you imagine he'd feel if the said underling were to meet with the Haze secretly? With cerulean prices as high as they are, he'd feel betrayed for God's damn sure. It's a date with the kidnapper at the coffin for you. You'll have to find a man of the Haze. Of course, just keep your eyes out. Get his attention with a pint, then show him the futures contract and let it slip your employer's looking for rich land. His greed'll do the rest. Alright, on over to the pub. Hello, hazy-eyed here. A drink? Fine, ain't nothing around for free though. What do you want? Man, check this out. So it's your master has struck it rich with the cerulean craze. Huh, suppose it's him I ought to thank for this grog, huh? Mine his own cerulean? I'll wager he is the greedy bugger. Maybe you've got an itch I can scratch. I'll be coming to the deed to a huge plot of land shortly. Cerulean rich land. Its yield? Take what you're imagining and add 2 zeros. 2. Might be landing quite me cup of tea. Might be as I'm willing to sell it. For the right offer, that is. Just a little something to think about, but I'm drowning in troubles here most days if you fancy another chat. Man, this is the back and forth episode. Typical MMO episode. Hey-o. While you were gone, the price of cerulean hit its peak. I'll need the contract back now. It'll fetch a good price and give me the funds to finish things with a bang. Alright, here you go. Appreciate it. And you be meeting with that thug. Our mastermind's sure to be feeling betrayed, what with his underling taken to my own in the coffin. After he went to the trouble of kidnapping Rand's daughter, false friends trying to turn a profit on their own ain't like to sit well with him. I'm giving him a little push with a certain letter as well. I reckon he'll be leaving to quit the Haze roundabout now. Lawler making for Cutter's crying straight into the trap you've worked to bait. Leave the springing of it to me. Heh, ain't none of them leaving those caves unscathed. What's that I mean to do? Can't spoil the surprise yet, but don't worry. And Dooley, I'm just going to play a trick. Something from the bad old days. Hiding out here. Cutscene. Stage is set, and we're in for a good show. They said to put the deed over here. I obliged with the forgery. Our mastermind's here too. I'm hoping my deed fools them so they'll let the girl go. Easy lass, you're safe now. Just keep close to that kindly adventurer, eh? Well, looks to be drama unfolding twixt our villains. I want to be that thug's boots or mastermind Dallas giving the bloke a right proper grilling about his relationship with you. But at the end of the day, the merchant needs the haze. To keep him sweet, he'll offer a bigger share of the spoils. And they'll accept it, I don't doubt. No sense in them siding with some venture they barely know over the merchant's coin. So they'll seal their deal with the haze's solemn custom, pass him a pipe while speaking to Crook's vow. That sworn in some glow holds true in Hellfire. As if a puff or two bound them to anything. But I'll say that bit of solemnness takes the edge off. What if some bloke were to hid military-grade fire sand nearby? Surprise! Either would light their pipe. 100 million gills worth of the stuff will explode. That's what I sold the futures contract for. Explosives what can blow a settlement sky high. At least that's what the fellow who sold it, now, hold on a moment. That whole sky high bit might not have been a figure of speech. Whoopsie. 7 hells. I hope something survived that. Murder. Well, little one, I reckon you've had enough excitement to last a lifetime. Go and find the brass blades. I'll see you safely to your parents. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good job, that. I'm gonna make sure she meets your family at Arzanath Ossuary. They ought to thank you for all you've done. I'd be grateful if you'd check on Raymond's wife while you're there. She's young and comely, but the worry made her look weary as a crone. Are there going to be more shenanigans going on? Way over here in one of the guilds. Hi, guy. Hi, guys. Are you Wyman's friend? Then I owe you a great debt. I was beside myself with worry when he came, but no longer. My daughter is safe. I should tell us, it seems we need fear of the gang or that awful merchant no more. You have gratitude as well, and in truth I wavered. List the brass plates to bring our daughter home by force, or leave it to Wyman to save her with cunning. Though I felt he could be trusted, and full glad I am that she convinced me to do so as well. Wish to thank Wyman too. Could you take this to him on Emerald Avenue? 'Tis a token really, but I hope it shows our appreciation. Once again, thank you for turning our daughter to us. Alright, bye guys. Oh, single red rose. So now we know who we helped out. Running on the spot. Running on the spot. Playing Postmoogle again? Wait, before you hand it over, are you dead certain it's for me? And if it is, that ain't another ransom note? Here. A rose just like what I used to buy from Mirtha. Ever since she vanished, time stood still for me. I've been waiting for her so long. What used to be her spots turned into mine. Precious blossom, this makes the good memories come flooding back. Who's it from, by the way? Raymond's waifu. Now look at that. There's even a card. Thank you kindly, Mr. Wyman. You're my... 7 hells, it was her all along? She grew up quick. I'm glad she's happy and has a good husband. Thank you. I think it's time. I think time will start moving for me again. Thank you kindly, Mr. Wyman. Still doesn't get my name right, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, happy. Alright, get another level up. This time I'm actually standing on the ground. Yup. Question mark? 24. Hi, Postmoogle. The little Postmoogle that could. Postmoogle cap. So I think it's the last one. Deputy Postmoogle would entrust you with a missive to a certain seed seer. Wasn't my favorite whipping girl. My most promising pupil. You couldn't have picked a better time to pay a visit, Kupal. 2 of my Postmoogles in training are set to embark on their first assignment. While they have completed a thorough training session administered by yours truly, the sensitive and sympathetic superior, that's me, is ever concerned for his subordinate's safety. I have here in my paws a veritable compendium of choice counsel for the aspiring Postmoogle. Your task is to deliver to Ryo Senna, in whose custody my subordinates have been placed at Camp Tranquil. Consider the next stage in your own training, Kupal. Hi guys. When I was keeping that deputy Postmoogle, we promised he'd drop by so to offer some parting words of advice to his newest recruits, but he's taken so long that they've already fluttered off. You have something for me? Yes. Here. Beware of low-hanging branches and remember to keep a wide berth of any gubu moths. I say, could this be his choice counsel be any more blindingly obvious? That's I can fault the deputy Postmoogle for showing concern for his subordinates. After all, 'twas his own injury that pressed the two Tyros into active service so far ahead of schedule. Sadly, I fear that it will be some time still before his wings are fit for duty. Arwen believes he has insight as to how a suitable remedy might be formulated, but the process will require the services of a first-rate alchemist. Meanwhile, I have 2 wet-behind-the-ears Moogles wandering aimlessly across the realm. I would like nothing more than to see them succeed at their charge. that they might aspire a new generation of aspiring Postmoogles, yet I have my doubts that they will do so if left to their own devices. I would have accompanied them myself, but I fear my duty to seats here leave me little time to play chaperone. Might you be willing to see them safely to their destination in my stead? The first Moogle flew off in the direction of Quarry Mill. Though he does not want for enthusiasm, he is easily frightened by unfamiliar sights and sounds. Should you find him in such a state, pray, rally his strength, and let him know that we stand behind him. Alright, just warp all the way up here. Alright, where is he? There he is. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Why, thank you. I dare say you've given me the strength to carry on a bit. Wait a moment, I know you. You're the loyal delivery Lalafell, the deputy Postmoogle is always talking about. You must wait to watch over me. I thank you truly deeply from the bottom of my little Moogle heart. You're truly a shining example to delivery Moogles everywhere. I only think that one day I might be a full-fledged carrier like you and the deputy Postmoogle. Why, it would be a dream come true, Kupo. But how can I hope to reach such heights by staying here fluttering in circles? I must deliver this letter safely to Buscaron, just as the deputy Postmoogle instructed me. And let me just state for the record that no matter what rouse I told you, I am not intimidated by this task. Not in the slightest. Well, off I go. I go cheer for him. Cheer for the pusillanimous Postmoogle. Why can't they just say timid? Oh, I guess alliteration things. Hello, you all scared? I'm not scared. Fine, I'll cheer for you. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. You're exactly right. Why, I can do anything I put my palm to. Perhaps you're wondering why one as fearful and faltering as myself doesn't just leave the stressful life it would carry behind. See, what I truly wish to leave behind is my own miserable lack of courage. I remember the day like it was yesterday. My dear brother lay wounded, struck in the wing by a particularly savage stroper. And I could do nothing but quake and quiver beside him. It was a deputy Postmoogle who, much to our fortune, was in the vicinity of a delivery assignment, who carried my brother to Camp Tranquil, where Aru attended to his injuries. Today is our turn. We shall do our duty and help the Postmoogle in his time of need, just as he did for us. And after all you have done for me, it would mean ever so much if you would drop by to witness that moment. I will await you at Buscaron's druthers, Kupo. Delivery complete. I've made it. Aren't you proud of me, Kupo? Now behold, I deliver this letter straight from my paws to Buscaron's while remaining stealthily out of sight, just as the deputy Postmoogle showed me. Bloody hells, if it isn't Moogle in the flesh, talk about something you don't see every day. Oh no, Kupo, in my eagerness I've gone and blown my cover. The deputy Postmoogle will never let me hear the end of it. So you most like to stay out of sight when you make your deliveries, eh? No wonder letters have a habit of appearing out of thin air. Sounds like a great thankless job, but you have my gratitude today. Did you hear that? Mr. Buscaron gave me his gratitude. Why, this just might be the happiest day of my life. Since you proved yourself the capable sort, I'm happy you could do me a favor. I have a letter here marked for Batteron and Limsa that somehow has found its way here to the druthers. Oh, dear me, this still is the work of my confident yet careless brother. The two of us, you see, have taken over deliveries here in the Shroud, while the deputy Postmoogle rests his wounded wings. Oh, pray forgive us our failings. New to the job, eh? You needn't go flogging yourselves now. Bad and I, well, our names and professions do bear more than a passing resemblance. After all, besides, I dare say that having the chance to meet my first Moogle is worth an errant letter or two. That said, troubles me to hear that this associate of yours, the deputy Postmoogle, was it, has come to harm. Might there be anything I could do to lend a hand? I want an alchemist. I see, you usually leave that to me, friend. If memory serves, one of my regulars is something of an expert in such matters. He's somewhat of a scientist himself. As for Batteron's letter, have no fear. My brother and I will atone for our errors and see it delivered to the right hands. That said, for all my brother's bravado, I suspect that deep down he too feels a measure of anxiety about his first foray outside the Shroud. Might you be so kind to escort him as you did me? It would mean the realm to me, Kupo. We agreed to meet at the Gridania airship landing. I'll pass this letter along to him and wait for you to join us. Alright. Traveling the world again. Are we off to take a trip? Hello. How's it going, brothers? See, the deputy Postmoogle was prize people, eh? Didn't he teach you anything about punctuality, Kupo? I don't know what my little brother told you, but I've trained my whole life for this. This might be my first time out of the Shroud, but if anyone's up to the task, it's me. Please, brother, if you got yourself hurt again, I simply couldn't live with myself. Pray let this venture accompany you just for your safety's sake. Ever the way word, look, just because you can't fly more than 2 phones without getting the quivers doesn't mean that your brother is in need of a chaperone. That's what she said last time when you almost got yourself swallowed by that slaving stroper. The deputy Postmoogle hadn't wandered by at that precise moment. That was then, this is now. I've put on 2 pounds of pure muscle and poured over every map rose to prepare myself for this task. The last thing I need is some glorified sellsword holding my paw. I mean, I'm kind of well known. Enough chit-chat, I have an airship to board. If you want to see how a real living Moogle does his duty, feel free to tag along. Or don't, it's your loss, not mine. Brother's kind of a jerk. Final head to Limsa. Gonna make a delivery to the badass. Alright, are you still a jerk? So everything here is so big and boisterous, and the smell of sea is sending needles up my nose. Nervous me? Patently preposterous, Kupo. I was born for this assignment. Did you not notice the aplomb with which I handled my maiden airship voyage? Herk! But no, Buccaneer's den like this is no place for the ordinary Moogle. With Deputy Postmoogle out of commission, the people of Limbs are lucky indeed that I'm here to shoulder the slack. Sphinx, I believe I have a letter to deliver. If you care to learn a thing or two, come join me at the Drowning Wench. But you want to move fast. I'm a busy Moogle, Kupo. Here, you can take it right to the Batteron's place. Hello. What kind of shenanigans are going on here? What took you so long? Take a wrong turn at the Octant? Good thing I'm the one in charge of this assignment. Why haven't I delivered the letter? Well, it's not because I'm scared of that burly bearded gentleman over there. That's for certain. I just wanted to give you a chance to witness mastery in motion. Now, watch me deliver this letter all discreet like. Surprise! Bug me with the broadsword. Which one of you sniveling sops set your wind-up Moogle loose in my establishment? Wind up, are you blind or just balm me? I'm a living, breathing Moogle, not some glorified child's toy. Oops, there goes my cover. Are my eyes and ears to be believed, a God's honest Moogle here in the wench? A letter? I thank you, my furry little friend, but strap me into the mast if this ain't a rare pleasure indeed. I've heard many rumors about your kind, but I always reckon you weren't too keen on letting yourselves be seen. I am, but of course. So confident. I simply thought that on this momentous occasion, my first foray out to your fine nation, I would take the opportunity to personally introduce myself. I'm sure that's what the Deputy Postmoogle, bless his wounded wings, would have wanted. What's that you say? One of your mates is hurting, is he? Men in my line of work tend to know a little something about everything. If there's anything you might need of me, say the word. We need an alchemist. Should I just talk about the medicine? I mean, I'm somewhat of an alchemist myself. I reckon one of my regulars just might know a thing or two about that sort of business. I'll send word if I dig up anything up. And with that, I'd best get back to pouring grog before one of my customers conks you on the head with an empty flagon. See, I told you there's nothing to be afraid of. Exploring new environments, forging friendships with the locals. Yes, the carrier's life is a life for me, Kupo. What I've accomplished today will have even more far-reaching repercussions. Yes, once my fellow Moogles back in the shroud hear of my stunning success, they'll be beating down our doors to join the Postmoogle ranks. And since you've been such a loyal observer, I'll give you the honor of reporting my deeds to Ryo. Oh, and if only the Deputy Postmoogle were here, doubtless he would be moved to tears by my magnanimity. Speaking of which, I really should pay him a visit. Yes, we get it. You're such a great, grand, generous Moogle. What a dink. Alright, what's going on way up here? Cutscene time again. Welcome back here. The used to first time was quite the success, and that you played a pivotal role in seeing that it was so. For this, I thank you. Hi, guys. Must offer my gratitude as well, knowing that the two younglings were in capable hands allowed me to focus my mind on the Deputy Postmoogle's treatment, with which I made considerable progress. At first, the mere thought of Mentor accompanying me on my assignment annoyed me to no end, but now I say the more the merrier, Kupo. And with word of your success spreading through 12's aspiring delivery Moogles are signing up in droves, why their ranks have burgeoned such that we could assign 2 Moogles to each task if we so chose, and judging by recent events, that might very well be wise. Heartening tidings indeed. I dare say the Deputy Postmoogle may rest and recuperate for as long as he desires, while I might even suggest an early retirement. Retirement? God forbid, I'm still a Postmoogle and Prime Kupo. The mere thought of hanging up my letter sack for good? Why, wherever would I derive pleasure and meaning from my meager existence? I most assuredly agree, Kupo. The sheer joy of seeing satisfied faces after a job well done instilled me with newfound energy and enthusiasm. After all my superior has done for me, I could not bear to see him deprived of his most splendid sensation. Intriguing. Thus far, I've concentrated my efforts on physical remedies. Perhaps lightening the Postmoogle spirits might serve to speed the recovery process. At the very least, is an avenue worth exploring. You just may be onto something there, dear brother. So I can resume my duties once I've healed? No more talk of putting me out of pasture, Kupo? If that is your true desire, how can we deny it of you? I only ask that you take care not to overexert yourself. I mean, he'll just give all his duties to other people. But to have to think we'd ever see a Moogle who truly lives for his work. And as all the younglings eager to follow in his footsteps, we should be able to manage without imposing on adventurers for a while. Just leave it to us. My brother and I understand the significance and satisfaction of our job now more than ever. We won't let you down, Kupo. Now that's the spirit, and it's all thanks to you, my artful but no, you have proved to be far more than just a helping hand. You have earned the respect of the young ones and mine as well. And by the powers vested in me as Deputy Postmoogle, I hereby name you a full-fledged letter carrier. Their honor is typically reserved for Moogles, but I'm happy to make an exception in your case. I would love to give you your next assignment. The young ones are in more immediate need of training, but don't let your skills wane, for there is no telling when we might call on you again. Alright, I get a new hat. Level up. Level up! Question mark. Alright, more repetition. Recognize efforts to Postmoogle has promoted you to a full-fledged letter carrier, though it may be some time before your next assignment. Be ever ready to return to duty should the Moogles require your aid. Hooray! Going postal! Postmoogle cap! Anyways, more shenanigans. Wyman believes it would be best if you assist Inspector Hillbrand with his investigation. You might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things of life. Safe to say you'll be getting her fitted with something in the Weaver's Guild most every day. Good luck with the Inspector. Are you ready, Weaver? Are you ready to suffer? This is the one that I was saying, are you ready to suffer, right? Way back when I became a Weaver. What's up, Moon? What kind of shenanigans are going on here? My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you here now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Theft, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum, I realized it was gone. So time and location of theft are unknown. Essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There's but one logical course of action. Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories, you must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk tapestries. Alright, bye guys. We're going all the way back here. Hello, Hildy. You're Hildy to die on. What's going on here? Miss Moon, would you plan to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase any dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. From you so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the thefts. Let us next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. Are you inspecting your tail? Every one of these going to be a cutscene? Yes! This questline needs more cutscenes. So again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing usual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback, and I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Fortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 pounds, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 pounds. Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight the thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that, he hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in all that. The Weaver's Guild, the Sunset Tapestries, and here too. It's like you guys aren't paying attention. These crates are everywhere. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Oh, of course, I still playing explode. Idiot! Really? Conspicuous crates don't say anything. Are we gonna blow everything up? Solve everything with explosions. It's the Michael way. Oh. Well, that's ominous. The heart of every crime rests a single unassailable truth, reached only by navigating web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. Gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We are not thieves, we're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she replace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve. Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Run! Goddess to believe? Ah, but of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was listening but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts. As those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Well-informed woman, lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume? You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You'll be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, yes, very good. The name of the... Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. Moron. I think that's pretty much what this quest line is. Alright, have you got information for me? Filtered water. Have you known Ellie would instead tell you the identity of the victim? I suppose you're the imbecile's friend. You intend to help him. And the man you want to find is a mentor named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Hello, Humphrey. What's going on here? Did I make it here before the morons did? I am Humphrey, and you are? Oh, they made it. Hi, guys. Alas, I've caught up to you there, young sir. I'm told you're a victim of the marauding duelist. Me, a victim? Ha, how amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by this long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp. He found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Huh, well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Qiqirn. No, Magitech to the right of us, Magic to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lu. We were core, he was a dab hand with the old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel, trusted that bastard with my father's blade, bid him take it to a smithy for restoration, even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, still and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding horse, and look at me. My flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring me back to me. Well, shit. Alright. He beat the shit out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay their carriage, and I have no idea where he is or where the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with the problems of your own making? You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Alright, chat with the people. Hello, antique swords? Oh, I've been foggiest about that. The traveling merchant Jumpa is the one you have to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Lululo. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. May not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Eleazar a counterfeit blade. If deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Eleazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Alright, what's going on with you, Jumpa? Sounds like such a Lala name. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, my wares anywhere I determined to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Ilizar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continued in search for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Alright, what's going on? Everyone's searching. It occurs to me that I'm not fully covered for my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating with a liberal application of saline. Fuck. Indeed, on many occasions, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Alright. Here we go with oiling up this family again. This comforting scent as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Interacting, kneading that oil. Ah, the pain multiplies manifold. And gently now, gently. Strong yet tender hands. Fingers. Oh gods, yes at last, my muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads and the pain becomes pleasure. I was getting so excited. Right there, yes, keep doing that, just like that, just like... Yes, now, once more, with feeling. Alright, we're doing it with a lot of feeling, apparently. Man, this family. Ah, never before I received such splendid administrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. And he just disappears. Anyways, holy pot. Any other treasures in here? What's that, a bottle? Anything of interest? Muddy bottle. That's interesting. Muddy pebble. Just find a random fucking rock. Well, that's a lot of interacting for a rock. Alright, and bring them back. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? Yes, this junk. Is it junk, though? No sign of sword Jojonpa mentioned, I see. Ah. Now I'm all wet. What was that, anyways? Did something cause you to? Once again, my instincts got us to our quarry. That I had you search the section of spring was a stroke of... Achoo. Inspector sped for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Olda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of her hair tonic for Eleazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Alright, bye. Isn't that wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Eleazar's woes will be no more. I mean, at least his intentions are good. Alright, I'm back. Are you guys hiding in here? Yep. Fixed all the old man's problems. Let's promise to return your father's ancient blade. He's like, it's wrong. Ah, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just remember. God's bless you, sir. Wait, it is? Never expect you to go to such lengths for two strangers without thoughts of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. Just common enough and you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector brought you a change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from the peddler this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, if you would just bring me that case. You're being watched. Ow. Inspector Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? The other thing I gotta depend her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? Man, he's having such a great time with the tonic. No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. Nice face, idiot. A challenge! For me! Ho! At last the curtain rises. Very well, if I'm to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Guy's having the time of his life. The shine is important. I, Hildebrand, agent of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing! Suddenly hair. Whoa, the tonic works! Hildebrand. More cutscenes. Well, shit. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? Everyone wave to Greg. Alright, quest complete in random filtered water. That is kind of random. Alright, so the next quest start way out here. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we gotta do this. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call what is genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you should deal with weapons, not wits? The bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. Alright, so I guess the next set's gonna give me my my raid fight. The battle on the big bridge. Hey, I know that spirit. That's the one I found buried into the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... now it's gone. Never mind. Alright, so the next quest's gonna start way out here in the middle of nowhere. Kind of, yeah. We can work on more side quests next time, so thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!